Hi, Phil with Diode Dynamics. We're in the studio to show you how to mount your new LED driving light kit for the 2013 to 2018 Ram 1500. Our engineering team have designed two versions of these brackets, one to work with the Sport Express bumper and one for the standard chrome or painted bumpers. The installation and mounting procedure is pretty much the same between both of them. However, the Sport Express does require an extra step that we'll cover a little bit later in the video. The tools required for this installation are pretty straightforward. You'll need an 18mm deep well socket, a 10mm wrench to secure the light bar to the bracket, and if you're working on a standard chrome painted bumper, a 10mm with an extension. Let's get started. So right now we're under the passenger side of a standard chrome painted bumper, and we're going to remove the trim panel that actually blocks the opening in this bumper. You'll require your 10mm socket, and you'll loosen the 4 bolts that go around the outer edge. Now that you have the 4 bolts removed, you'll need to coax the bezel out of the bumper. This can be a little bit tricky, but you just kind of got to push from the outside and push straight back. Once this is removed, go ahead and repeat the process on the other side. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the Sport Express varies a little bit whenever it comes to the trim on the bumper itself. Now, there are a couple of different ways you can go here. One, you can simply remove this trim piece if you don't care to have it in place, or two, you will need to cut a hole for the light bar to stick through. We'll show you that procedure here so you get a better idea. Now, this can be done by taking it off the bumper if you'd like, which is a little more tedious, but you can also do this on the truck. Now, we understand cutting can sound a little bit daunting, but the nice thing here is that our Stage Series light bars fit very nicely in this factory opening in this trim piece itself. You can simply lay your light bar into this and see the fit. Now, what you want to do is slide the light bar up until this hump right here until it starts raising up off the lower section. This will give you a guide point on where to stop. Once you hit that, back it up a little bit and put an imaginary line kind of right through the center here. Now, you can vary this however you want, but this is how we would recommend doing it. Once you have everything measured out, go ahead and get your Dremel ready to get in here and get to cutting. You'll simply want to punch a hole and then go around the outside edge, as we'll show you here in a second. Now that you have the trim piece cut out, your Stage Series light bar should mount flush within your trim itself. Now that we have the trim panel removed, we're going to loosen and remove the 2 18mm nuts on the back side of the bumper support. These nuts will be reused as your mounting hardware for your light bar bracket. Now that you have the 2 nuts removed, you'll carefully feed your light bar bracket through the opening in the bumper. Then go ahead and loop the ends around the bolts themselves. At this point, you'll want to make sure that the longer arm for the bracket support for the light bar is on the inside of the vehicle or towards the center. Once you have it in place, loosely secure the nuts on the bolts to make sure that the bracket doesn't fall. With the bracket loosely hung, you're going to feed the wiring, whichever path you decide, and mount your Stage Series light bar and hand tighten with the supplied screws. You'll want to wait to fully adjust this down for aiming once you have the bracket secured completely as well. Now that you have the light bar hand tight, we'll move back in and tighten up those 2 18mm nuts on the back side. Once you have the nuts hand fastened is when you'll want to make sure that you have the height of your light bar adjusted to your liking. Once you have it where you want it and aimed in the right direction, then simply go ahead and tighten the nuts the rest of the way down. Now that you have your bracket fully secured, you can move into fine-tuning the adjustments and aim for your Stage Series light bar. Once you have everything kind of where you want it, go ahead and tighten up your nuts on the side in order to complete this installation. Now that you have everything properly aimed and secured, your Stage Series LED driving light kit is ready to light up the road. For more information on this product, visit us at diodedynamics.com or use our dealer locator to find a dealer near you. Thanks for watching.